So tell me about this Bad Boys 3. Why is it trash? Clint and Danny. I'm listening. Because I watched it last night for the first time and I enjoyed it. It had a great plot, great storyline,
Can I
everything.
say something?
So
Can I say
why
something
would
about it? They copied like Fast and the Furious shit. Like it's like they implemented that shit, and then the storyline don't make no fucking sense whatsoever.
It's
the
like
son,
that's my
the
first
mom
problem
was
with it.
coming after.
Storyline don't make no sense. Storyline makes zero sense.
First of all, the first Bad Boys came out in '95. We ain't hearing shit about him. Nigga Will Smith was on no case about the chick that he had a son by.
No, to me it's just movies like that just be loud, big ass explosions and shit. It's a Michael Bay movie. That's all it is.
Nah. Michael Bay
No,
wasn't even
Michael
involved with
Bay.
this one.
Yeah,
Oh, he
Michael
didn't.
Bay ain't
Oh, yeah,
involved with that one.
you could have fooled me, nigga.
I'm gonna break it down to you, G. First of
Okay.
all, the storyline don't make no sense because him and Martin, they graduated high school together. They went to the police academy together. So if Will Smith took off for like 3 years, like they say in the movie, Martin would know about it. That's the first problem with it, right?
Oh, now he quiet.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now
Mm-hmm.
the
I'm
second the
listening.
second problem with it, his son ain't had no nigga in him. I'm sorry. If that's your son, he got to have some kind of nigga in him.
What the fuck do
Right.
that mean?
I'm just
The
saying though.
white,
Come on now,
the
Clint.
mom is Mexican, Colombia,
That
whatever
that
she is.
that genes usually override everything.
No, but
That's just all genetic.
yeah, the storyline ain't make no sense.
So how long it took you to figure out that was his son?
Until they
24
said
years.
it. Oh, you talking about Will?
No, I'm talking
Long
about you watching the movie.
me me until he said it. I didn't know. I thought it was a random hitman that he worked. You know.
Now I figured that shit out as soon as she told him, save this nigga for last, don't kill him, make him suffer. I was like, okay, yeah, that's his son. Like that shit was obvious.
All I'm saying is,
The other problem with it is, right, you gotta look at the whole timeline of this nigga. If he was on his deathbed, right, then you just get up and now you fighting crime like ain't nothing again.
this nigga just got hit with an assault rifle where he fucking fighting crime and fucking
It's six
climbing
months
buildings.
later, man. Come on. It's 6 months
Nigga,
later.
niggas that tell you they been shot, you don't hear them 100% in no fucking 6 months. I'm sorry. Now if you was on your deathbed in a coma and you died 3 times, and it don't link up with the other three movies, right? Because you
It
got
really don't.
they don't mention Martin Lawrence two sons at all. They don't tell you what happened to Sid. You got this fuck, let me think what else. I'm trying to think what else happened in the movie.
Like the first movie came out in '95, so how the fuck was he on a case in '96 that Martin ain't know about? Because that's when his son was born.
Yeah, that too.
Okay,
Supposedly.
let me ask you this: Who killed Isabel's husband? Who killed him?
The husband went to jail.
Yeah, the husband went to jail.
Oh, okay, so he ain't died. Okay. So at
He
the end
probably
of the
died
movie,
in jail, but
when
that too,
Will
the end of the
said,
movie, right? Look, the end of the movie, like you were saying, that's what I was about to get to. The son gets shot, right?
uh huh.
And he weak. So all of a sudden, nigga, you get this He-Man straight to help pull up Martin Lawrence.
And Martin Lawrence at least 290 pounds.
I mean, when he was in the holding cell, is that saying they gonna make another one or
That's
something?
what
Or
they got a spin-off in the works where they're gonna do the Elmo Squad. They did their own movie. And yeah, you're gonna be looking at a Bad Boys 4 because basically the problem is Martin is old and too out of shape to be doing this shit. And that was my biggest problem with the movie. It wasn't a Bad Boys movie. It was a Will Smith movie, and you got Martin Lawrence in there for a couple of parts. Like this shit wasn't no different than what that movie was. Clint Will Smith had just came out with.
For Bright, nigga, that bullshit.
No. Gemini Man.
Oh God.
Bad Boys
I ain't
3
gonna
and
know that.
Gemini Man is the same fucking movie, basically.
Yeah, cause Martin couldn't run worth a shit down the street. He was man.
My
You could
nigga could
tell
do nothing extensive,
he
nothing.
can't do no action movie.
Yeah,
Like
Martin
Hey,
about
you know what? I ain't
he
gonna lie
lost the
though.
weight, but
Before,
he like 275 in that motherfucking movie, my nigga.
but that was my main problem with it, man. Like at certain point, man, actors can't play certain roles no goddamn more.
Right.
Like I'll give you an example. Motherfuckers keep talking about making another Friday with everybody in it. Can Chris Tucker really be Smokey at this point, my nigga?
Fuck no.
no, but
Yeah,
that
you
other
got that
dude,
nigga in the hood that never
mm,
grew up.
It ain't gonna be
yeah,
believable though. This nigga like 50.
why he can't be an old crowd, old,
That
He
was about to
can,
say he
but
gonna have to
not,
be
but
a
not,
crackhead
but
or something.
but
Yeah,
I'm
you
about to
still
say
ain't gonna be no weed head. Yeah.
acting like Smokey, that ain't gonna work at 50. Like that's just not gonna work.
Right.
do you think Ezel can be another Ezel?
No.
No.
Um,
Yeah,
You heard
crackhead,
how that
yeah.
nigga
You can do that
that
shit with
nigga
crackhead.
that nigga like
That
half
nigga,
retarded now in real life, man.
He had a stroke.
Exactly. So he ain't
Yeah, he
doing
had a
that.
stroke. Yeah.
Do you really
That
want
that
to
about
see a
nigga ain't
70 year
running up
old
stealing nobody's
you
shit.
you want to see a 70-year-old Debo?
Fuck no.
Because Debo was too old to be Debo in the first one, to be honest with
That
yeah,
nigga
cause
was
don't
55
this
for that for the
they
first
said that nigga
Friday.
if you watch Friday, they said that nigga graduated with Craig Daddy on fucking Friday. If you pay attention.
you. Where at? Where they say that shit at?
When he fighting and shit, like he went remember he's like, I went to school with your daddy getting knocked out like your daddy used to?
No, he ain't say nothing about going to school with him.
Man, I ain't hearing nothing
Them niggas
about
basically
fucking.
was the same age though.
Yeah, probably in real life, yeah.
I think they like 10 years apart, but Debo was still fucking old.
He was still old as fuck, though.
Come get knocked out like your father used to.
man, you could have Mike Epps play Smokey though if you ain't gonna do Chris
Yeah,
Tucker.
man.
Why would
All right,
Mike Epps
perfect,
play
perfect,
Smokey?
perfect example, right? Like Clint was saying, though, the perfect example of that shit would be Lethal Weapon 4. That shit was
When it,
trash, because both of them niggas was old
hey,
as fuck.
why was they fighting Jet Li though? Like seriously, he would have he would have killed them boys,
Yo,
man.
you would have beat the fucking brakes off. That
He would have killed them niggas,
shit
literally.
would not happen in
Danny
real
Glover,
life.
yeah, Danny Glover just in the movie to be in the fucking movie. That nigga, you don't remember shit that nigga did in 4. That nigga was just there to beat up. That nigga was old as fuck.
Hey, he was too old for
Yeah,
this
that's
shit.
what I'm saying. Like,
Exactly.
how did they write the script for them to beat fucking Jet Li? Jet Li
Like,
was at least 25. Like, these niggas was in their fucking 50s.
They was talking
like
about
Clint,
making another lethal weapon.
yeah, like Clint said though, like even if you watch the first Lethal Weapon, that's the whole point of the movie. I'm too old for this shit. And this squeeze 4 of them motherfuckers out that shit.
Matter of fact, hold on, in Lethal Weapon 1, wasn't they celebrating like his 50th birthday?
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
supposed
that
to
was his
retire after
50th
part 1.
birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What it
so
was, part 1, it's part 1 or part 2 that nigga about to die on the toilet.
That was part
But I
2.
know in part 1 they was celebrating his 50th goddamn birthday. And
That
part 2
nigga
was
about to
like 12
retire.
years later.
Yeah, that nigga about to retire. Like, I'd be damn if I died taking a shit days before my retirement.
My thing is, my nigga, if I'm a lieutenant at 50, I'm not trying to fucking go in gunfire and all this other bullshit. Like, you gotta say them for the young niggas. Like, we ain't about to fucking go to war with fucking triads and shit.
Yeah, like they was talking about making an I Am Legend prequel. How can you do that with Will Smith? He already like how you gonna go back and make him
CGI, you saw the Irishman?
yeah, but it don't work all the time.
That, well,
Like
they
like
basically just,
Gemini Man.
yeah, I'm about to say they basically just did the same shit in Gemini Man, really.
And it did not work.
That storyline was just trash. Like the same thing with Bad Boys 3. They didn't play on the fact that these niggas are old as fuck enough for me. Like they only did it one time when Martin said, "Look at you. You keep dyeing your beard."
And like how long are we supposed to believe these niggas been on the police force? And it's just too much.
And Martin, I mean, Will Smith still a playboy and shit. Like, nah, bro. Nigga, you
Like,
in
this
your
Yeah, and
nigga
that
ain't got
type
no wife and no kids.
yeah, like you're in your
He's just
50s, my
still
nigga.
fucking.
and what type of wild ass adventures be happening in Miami every goddamn week? Like goddamn.
Man, I doubt any of these action movies really happen in real life where it's just one nigga just taking out a whole fucking gang of niggas.
Like the Punisher nigga, that I think it was Warzone. That nigga took like the whole mafia out. I know it's the
Hey,
Punisher, but
that shit
goddamn,
was fucking fire, dog. That movie slept on.
Yo,
I
you
was about to
know
watch that shit the
movie.
other night.
Yo, Ray Redemption was that shit. I can that shit. I saw like the non-English version. I thought that shit was gonna be ass until he started fucking them niggas up in there on them apartment buildings.
Hey,
what
Danny,
movie
why
you
they
say?
just didn't kill Martin off the Bad Boys then if he ain't gonna be in the next one?
Kill them all for what?
So if they come out with another, who would be Who would be Will's partner?
You don't have to
Martin
His
kill
son?
again?
somebody off just for them not to be in
Yeah.
the next one.
Niggas retire from the police force all the time.
Right.
Smokey won the next Friday. They ain't kill him off though. You don't
Yeah,
have to
nigga went
kill
to
nobody off.
rehab. Yeah. Like same thing.
Okay.
If you watch Lethal Weapon 4, I don't know if you ever saw it. You remember it, right? They put Chris Rock in the movie basically be Danny Glover's replacement because they had 5 already set up to where Danny Glover was gonna retire at the beginning of 5, and the partner would have been Mel Gibson and Chris Rock.
Oh, okay.
Like you could keep shit going, like everybody had to die off in the movie. That's the problem with
Man,
these
they
fucking
fucking
comic book shows.
nigga, they killed off Han Solo and brought him back, nigga.
And killed the nigga off again.
Yo, The Irishman was the longest, boringest fucking movie ever. Yo, I don't know why I
Yo,
said three and a
that
half
shit fire.
hours. Bro, I fell asleep, woke up, and watched the other half. That shit long.
Like if you follow like if you into history and shit and you find out the real reason why JFK got killed and who did it and all that shit, the Irishman is fire.
Yeah, yeah. I ain't say it was like ass or nothing. It was just too long.
It's long as fuck, but you gotta be into mob shit and mob history to understand it. Cause
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
they ain't got no
yeah,
action in that motherfucker at all. There ain't no action
yeah.
like
Ain't nobody getting shot. I mean, this niggas getting shot, but it's not like a
it's a
long
political
like.
movie, yeah.
Right. You just gotta watch and pay attention, shit like that.
Yo, back
Like,
back to like Bad Boys 3 right quick. You know what the big problem with that shit is? And Clint said it on the last show. Will Smith ain't Will Smith no more.
Mm-mm. Yeah, he not blockbuster every July. Will Smith like that shit been over with.
And one I think actors should stick to like what they known for. Like that nigga should have stuck to action. Once he went to them dramas and shit, he just lost his flair.
Yeah, he started trying to do shit like Concussion, and you know what I'm saying, and it just didn't work.
Those niggas,
man, I don't give a fuck how good Concussion was. I was not going to see that shit at all. Like, and you could tell me that shit was the best movie of the fucking decade. I was not watching it.
Oh, you ain't missing that.
Yeah, I'm sure I didn't.
It's just certain
Like,
actors can't play certain roles, man.
and let me keep it real with y'all. Like, our robot was trash to me. I don't give a fuck what y'all say.
could have been better.
Yes and no.
What's your favorite Will Smith movie? Let's kick it off like that.
Favorite Will
Enemy of
Smith?
the
Ooh,
State.
man, get the fuck out.
That's that shit. I don't give a fuck what y'all say.
That
Well,
shit
it
is
wasn't.
fire.
Ain't nobody gonna say Men in Black 3. I guarantee that shit.
Ain't nobody gonna say Men in Black, period, dog.
Yeah, I wasn't about to say no for a
I,
minute.
I ain't like none of them motherfuckers. Men in Black was horrible.
No, 1 and 2 was fire.
Nigga fighting cockroaches and shit. Nigga, I did that shit in the projects. I'm good.
It's for kids, my nigga.
Fuck.
I'm gonna say Ali or Pursuit of Happiness.
Yo, Pursuit of Happiness
Pursuit
is
of
best,
Happiness,
man.
man.
That's his
No,
best
what the
one.
fuck wrong? Pursuit of
Yeah.
Happiness, bro.
Bro, I was a kid when it came out. What you mean? I
I
felt
don't
that.
care. I don't care, my nigga. That shit was garbage.
Why? It's too depressing for you?
Here we go.
It's too whack for me.
I'm gonna go with Bad Boys 2. And I'm looking at Will Smith movies right now. Half of these bitches ain't aged well either, because I am Legend was poo on a flick.
7 pounds was horrible too.
That nigga got more
Oh
bad
my
boys than good
god.
movies.
Oh, I forgot about that shit.
That nigga got more bad
Don't
boys than good
remind
movies,
us.
dog.
What was
All
he
right.
thinking with 7 pounds though?
Let me ask y'all this, okay? Made in America. Y'all like them in that?
No, that wasn't his shit though.
6 Degrees of Separation. I know y'all niggas didn't watch that shit.
Pause. No.
Bad boys.
Bad Boys is fire.
Bad boys.
Y'all
But
ain't gonna hate on me.
Two might
Y'all
be
ain't
the
gonna hate
best
on me.
one.
Y'all not gonna hate on Men in Black though. Like we not doing that shit.
I never seen the whole movie. I never seen like though. I seen like
I'm not into science
season.
fiction shit, period. So
What? Sci-fi be fire. You're not about to tell me Independence Day wasn't fire.
yeah, it was, but I'm not into those sci-fi type of, the graphics look
But
horrible.
G thinks Will is a better actor than Denzel.
Oh,
Ooh.
no. No.
G did say that shit.
Denzel
Yeah,
could
he
not
did
have
say
played.
that.
I
Denzel
just
could. I
think
mean, no.
Denzel
Hold on.
movies are overrated. That's all. He's
Okay.
just an
Okay.
overrated actor.
Well, let me ask you this: could Will Smith have pulled off Alonzo in Training Day? Could Will Smith have pulled that off and been
Probably
convincing?
not.
No,
Thank you.
no.
Everything Will has done, Denzel can do. I can't say the opposite.
But Denzel can't play Mr. Clark and lean on me, and that's a fact.
Yes,
They
he
ain't got shit to
can.
do with Will Smith. They ain't got nothing to do with
Yes,
Will
he
Smith.
can.
I'm just comparing characters to other
Okay,
characters.
Hey,
no, we comparing Will and Denzel, not
hey.
Morgan Freeman, man.
See, this why
He
you be
could have
losing
played
your
Mr.
debates, my
Clark.
nigga. That's why you be
Okay.
losing your debates, because all you had to do was say, Denzel can't play
Like,
fucking Mike Lab.
hey,
Yeah, that's all you had to
hey,
say.
hold up. I tell you one thing. Will Smith definitely can't play Mr. Clark. Nigga.
Fuck no.
Nobody can play Mr. Clark. It is what it is, dog.
No,
I
James
think
Earl Jones
Denzel
could.
would have pulled it off though.
No, James Earl Jones could have pulled that shit off too.
That nigga too big.
That
Well,
nigga
he
got a
Hell
still
deep
could have
no.
ass
done it.
voice.
That'd have
You
been
Hey,
smoke
fire with
crack,
James
don't
Earl.
you?
y'all say what y'all want. Ain't nobody fucking with my nigga Don Cheadle. That's the best black actor.
Hey, fuck out of here. Ain't nobody fucking with Samuel L. Nigga. That's the best actor.
I'm right
Hell
here,
no.
boy.
That nigga say
Wesley
motherfucker too much.
Snipes, the best actor.
Get the
Oh, I'm
fuck out
done.
of
Yeah,
Good
here.
night.
Wesley Pipes, right?
Bye.
Wesley Snipes.
That
So
nigga had
you
a
so
good run until Tu Wong Fu.
Nigga, what Wesley Snipes' last good movie? I'll wait.
hey, no, when Wesley Snipes fell off and started doing all
Brooklyn
them low budget
Finest.
movies. Hold
Brooklyn
on, when he fell
Finest.
off, my
What'd you
nigga,
say?
when he fell off and started doing all them low budget movies, my nigga, it was over. He got a lot of them motherfuckers too.
Nigga trying to pay a tax bill quick. Times was hard.
And then Brooklyn
The
Finest wasn't
last
even
good movie
fire, so
was
don't even
Brooklyn Finest.
that wasn't
Blade
even
2.
good.
I
I'm gonna say
never watched
Blade 2.
any of the Blade movies. I'm not even on.
Look how far we got to go back though.
You gotta go back in the '90s. His best shit is in the '90s.
Even if you say Brooklyn's Finest, that was in like '08.
Right.
That shit was 12 years ago.
Right. Get Wesley the fuck out of here. If it ain't Sidney Dean or Nino, I don't want to see Wesley.
Passenger
he had
57
a
was fire
Passenger 57.
Man, get the fuck.
That shit was fire, nigga.
No, it
Who
wasn't.
who
Uh, sh-
who who
uh,
who could have played his role in White Man Can't Jump?
That's why I
though. In his
said
fucking
Sidney
body.
Dean. Nobody. Sidney, nobody.
Nigga Denzel basically
shit,
did that shit and he got game.
No, hell no. Denzel couldn't.
Oh my
Denzel
God,
can't
y'all
hoop.
reaching.
Denzel can't hoop, my nigga. Like,
Man,
Really?
Denzel scored on Ray Allen, dog. I ain't doing that.
and
Y'all
then
go.
no, Wesley was balling out there for real. He was out there traveling with the behind and back pay. He was traveling like a motherfucker in some of them scenes. But man, that shit was fire though. Denzel could have done that shit. I'm sorry.
Ice Cube could have played that shit. Ice
Man,
Cube,
get
Master
the
P could have played that shit, my nigga. Fuck. P Miller, nigga. Now what?
like anybody could have played Dwayne Martin role in the Above the Rim.
above around.
Anybody could have played that role.
I don't know, man. I get tired of grown ass niggas playing.
Oh yeah, this nigga's
He
like
was
27.
right. He was a good 27. I actually looked it up, man. Kid and Play was like 27, 28 when they did House Party.
But
yeah,
them
they was
niggas
old.
looking
Yeah,
like
yeah,
they was
yeah.
like in their 20s.
No, Full Force looked like they was in their 30s.
Yeah, how the fuck did they make the movie? They looked like they was old as shit.
Them niggas ain't look nothing like, they wasn't even built like high school kids. Even when high school niggas lift weights, you don't be that fucking big, my nigga. Like, I'm sorry. I
Like
don't give a
these,
fuck how, listen, Storm, I don't give a fuck how much weight you lift. When you 16 and 17, your frame just ain't like that, period, bro. It just ain't grew into that yet.
You ain't got
and
niggas on the football team like that.
You said what now?
I said you ain't got niggas built like that on the football team.
Man, not at no 17.
If your kid was getting bullied by these niggas, you had to fuck them niggas up. Like,
Hey,
nah, these too old for you,
Yeah,
son.
it ain't gonna be
Like,
no scrapping with them niggas. Hell, that's the niggas you bring.
that
That's some
nigga,
Columbine shit. You bring the pistol for them niggas.
that nigga Bowleg Lou looked like he was in his fucking 40s.
He probably was. Nigga. He probably was.
that's what I'm saying, though. Like, I mean, if you're gonna get old actors to play kid roles, at least make them look young. Like,
Right.
don't have them look them old as shit. Like
Like you got some
Cuba Gooding Jr. and fucking
them boys in the hood.
this
Yeah,
nigga looked at 30. Like, that nigga
he did look old
like,
though.
I mean, he did a good job though. I ain't going front.
No, man, what I ain't like about Boys in the Hood, it seemed like the kid Trey was way different than the teenage Trey. Like
And
when he
what you
was a
mean?
kid, he just seemed like he was a lot different than when Cuba played him.
He
Right.
seemed more woke when he was a kid. You want to take that route?
He seemed more hood when he was a kid. And when he was Cuba, he seemed like a nigga that just moved to the hood that day.
Right. Yo, they were supposed to get the nigga Tyron Turner to play Trey. The nigga that played the
Hey,
Menace to Society.
you know what did nobody in the world notice but me? I actually
What?
put a picture of this shit on Facebook one time. MC8 was actually in Boys in the Hood. Did nobody ever notice that shit but me, man?
What part?
When Trey was walking into the motherfucking barbecue when Doughboy had first got out, MC8 was in the background like dancing. He had on a white beater and a hat with a fucking 8 on that bitch.
Oh shit! I ain't even noticed that shit.
I had to pause that shit and zoom in. That was him. Like if you don't know his face, the fucking 8 hat gave it away, my nigga.
Right.
He was just in the background. He ain't say shit. But
Yo, even the niggas that Ice Cube was hanging out with, them niggas was like 30. Monster and
Lil Chris and them niggas.
yeah, them niggas was like, they ain't look that old, but them niggas looked at like they were supposed to be 17. Them niggas ain't look nothing like no 17.
Did you know that was supposed to be NWA though?
Oh shit, that was supposed to be Dre, Ren, and Easy.
Yeah, all them niggas on the porch. That was supposed to be NWA.
Oh
But
shit.
you know they had broke up by that point, so that wasn't happening. But yeah, that was supposed to be, like Easy was supposed to be Lil Chris, Red would have been Monster, and you know how that shit go.
Right.
So G,
Yeah,
so G, yeah. So when
yeah.
you watch a movie, this go for all y'all too. I want G to answer first though. When you watch a movie, what you looking for? Like,
It depends on what the genre of the movie is.
so like you ever watch Inception? Y'all watch Inception? Couldn't you
Exception.
wasn't fucking
Weirdo
with
shit.
Inception?
Weirdo shit.
You like the
I don't-
Matrix though, nigga?
Yeah, I did, but Inception, at least you could kind of understand what the fuck going on in the Matrix.
You can understand. I can understand the Inception way more than I understand the
You don't
Matrix.
understand the end. You don't understand the end. You can't explain the end. I guarantee you can't.
That nigga still dreaming. I can explain the end.
Man, you looked on YouTube to get an explanation.
No, because in the movie they tell you as long as the fucking thing's spinning, you're in a dream. That's how you separate, your dream from reality.
From reality, yeah.
Yeah. So when he's spinning on the table, that shit never stops spinning.
So what's the point?
The point of the movie,
Yeah.
he's sharing a piece with himself, but he's still not in the real world.
So what's the
Basically,
message though? Is there a message in it?
I ain't getting no message from that shit. It's a good ass movie though.
Listen, man, if I gotta watch a movie to figure out shit, then like to think hard, and I'm not watching that shit. Like it's ass to me. That's how
No,
I
I
feel.
will. I will if it end up making sense though. When
Yeah, I'm
all
about to
this,
say it depends on the movie.
when
Like
all
that
this
movie
come
Us,
up,
whatever that shit called, that shit was trash.
this is the thing I don't like about shit like that. Like when you watch a YouTube breakdown, and they say that certain shit is symbolism and all
And
that.
it
How the
don't
fuck
be
is you supposed to get that?
symbolic. It'd be just a
Like
regular
when he
part of the
hit
movie.
when he hit the deer or whatever and had the deer head, whatever the fuck happened, that was supposed to
Yeah.
be symbolic of police brutality. Like what? How the fuck would I get that? What the fuck a deer got to do with police brutality, bro?
Now, see the deer part was supposed to connect to the ending, but George and Peele ended up changing the ending of the movie because
Okay,
in the
so it just don't
original,
make sense then. So so it
yeah,
don't make sense
it
then.
don't, yeah, exactly, it don't make sense because in the original ending, he killed a white girl at the end, he go to jail for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So he was showing her mercy, like they showed the deer mercy, so she
It
wouldn't have
was
to suffer.
ass. Listen, man, the shit was trash. Man. I'm not. You gotta figure all that shit out through fucking hitting messages and symbols and shit. I'm cool.
You're like, oh, remember when he walked by the bookshelf and he took out the Bible, but then he put it back? That was supposed to connect to the like, nigga, what? Like the average viewer ain't gonna think of no shit like that.
Right.
Some of that should be for when you go on your date, though. You could debate your old lady or your girl, whoever you're on a date with.
A bitch?
Yeah.
Hey, that's smart.
Man, these hoes
Man.
ain't.
So like you said, you could sound intellectual if she one of them hoes.
And she ain't gonna know what the fuck you talking about.
This
And yeah,
weirdo, this woke person.
you could pull off some
5%.
daylight shit. Like, nah, babe, see what that meant was da 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 da. And she be thinking you smart and shit, but you pulling daylight, you just saying some bullshit.
And
You
then
could
she
do that with any
hopscotch
movie
you
then,
across
bro.
the
We could do
street.
that with any movie.
Huh?
We could do that with any single movie. We could say Cat in the Hat. We could pick any movie and do that.
No,
Oh,
I'm
you see
just
that was supposed to connect back to Sir Francis Ferdinand in 1912, man. I'm like, yo, shit.
see the cat in the hat and my green eggs and ham supposed to be mixed in together. So like, come on, bro.
Exactly. If you didn't read One Fish, Two Fish, you're not gonna understand green eggs and ham. Like, man, ain't nobody about to
Right.
be doing all that shit, man.
See, the eggs
Hey,
was green because it symbolized instead of eating meat, we should eat vegetables and be vegan. But see, you asleep.
hey, Sam. Hey, Sam.
Yo, what's up?
Hey, you know what one of the funniest movie theories is, though?
What's up?
And it's actually videos on this shit on YouTube, and it actually make fucking sense. Somehow the shit makes sense, right? But Kevin McAllister from Home Alone grows up to be the dude from Saw. You ever seen videos on that shit?
I've never seen that.
Bruh, they actually break it. I mean, the only reason it don't make sense is because, he wouldn't be fucking 60 years old at that point. But, like, they really break down Kevin and his transition into the dude from Saw and actually make it make sense.
People
Like,
got too
nigga,
much
what?
time on their hands.
Hey, just
You
like
got-
hold on, just like if you a Star Wars fan, they break down how Jar Jar Binks is a fucking Sith Lord and he made everything happen. Like, motherfuckers really be on YouTube breaking stuff down and making it make complete sense for, even though it's still bullshit. But
What do you think about the Star Wars series? You liked it?
I
I could never get
is
into it. I think it's just
listen,
too much going on.
No, it's the best whack series ever.
Hey, I'm about to say, I ain't know that shit was that serious until I start working with white people. Like, they'll kill you over some Star Wars.
This is the thing with Star Wars. The first three was fire, unbelievably fire, right? They were so fire that nobody wants to admit that they've had 6 whack-ass movies after that. That's why Star Wars is so beloved, because the first 3 was masterpieces, but after that, no.
I'm just not a fan of that at all. Like, I'm just
It's
not
not
a
my
fan.
like
I
style
watch
of
Harry
video.
Potter, but I'm not watching no Star Wars. Even
See,
though they're kind of
I ain't never seen Harry Potter ever.
Nah, Harry
None
Potter's
of them.
fire. I do like Harry Potter.
Harry Potter
I just never
fire.
seen none of them. I never seen Lord of the Rings either. None of them.
I never seen
Yeah,
Lord
I
of the
never
Rings.
seen Lord of the Rings.
Too long.
All of the Adventures movies I never really seen, except for Harry Potter. Like, I'm really not a fan of them. But Avatar was
Yeah,
fire.
you
The
see,
first one was fire.
you see the never ending story, nigga.
Never in the story.
The never ending story. You ain't ever seen that?
No.
Oh, you young motherfucker. That shit fire. And if you want to talk about some adventure shit, I know y'all niggas seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. We watch that shit every year.
Fire. Classic.
We watch that shit
Classic.
every year, nigga.
No debate.
Hey,
Super
that
fire.
shit was trash, low key. High key, that shit trash.
God.
That shit was
Okay.
fire. Like, I still be looking for a golden ticket when I buy a goddamn Hershey.
Don't be rewriting history now. We can't rewrite history. Classic.
No, but the worst fucking superhero movie ever is that Dragon Ball Z shit. That shit was trash.
We niggas, we ain't watch that.
How was y'all into Dragon Ball Z? I never understood that. It's so weird.
I don't watch anime, but I watch Dragon Ball Z. That's my shit.
That
And
shit the same.
The movie
The only
was
one
fire.
like that shit.
If you want to speak about superhero movies, I know y'all niggas ain't seen them 2 Spider-Man movies from the 70s, nigga. Y'all seen them?
I didn't even know they came out with fucking Spider-Man movies for the
It was
70s.
2 of them motherfuckers, man. And it was a Captain America in the 90s, and it was a Fantastic Four in the 90s, my nigga.
That Fantastic Four one was trash. The one with Nick Cage.
No, the one with Michael B. Jordan was trash.
Oh, Fantastic.
It got a Superman movie with Nicolas Cage too. That's trash.
No, that never came out. That never dropped.
I saw some clips on that shit, but the clips look trash. All right, so let me ask y'all this: then. What's the movie y'all thought was fire when you was younger, but if you go back and watch it now, it's trash?
Shit. Damn.
Damn, you see.
For me, it's Mighty Ducks.
I actually like that one. I like that one. All right, but I haven't seen it in a year, so you might be right.
Go watch that shit now. It's on Disney Plus. That shit don't hit at all no more. You like, what the fuck?
I mean, it's made for children though. Like you gotta like, it's made for a child mind.
No, cause see, the Sandlot still hit hard.
Oh, Sandlot is fire. Sandlot's fire.
Sandlot
I don't know. I
is
never liked Lion King. Like I thought Lion
Rookie
King
of the
was
Year.
so rated.
Rookie of the Year still hit hard too.
Soul Plane. I thought Soul Plane was the funniest shit out when I was a kid.
Hell no. Hell yeah, you was a kid.
When I was a kid. Now I watch that shit. I'm like, what the fuck was so funny about this shit?
You ever seen the movie The Pacifier?
That shit
That
trash.
shit was trash.
I used to think that shit was so fire. Watched it recently. I was like, bro, I can't laugh at nothing. Like, am I missing? Like, is it the right movie?
Hey, you ain't grew up on the movies I did, nigga. Motherfucking Pee-wee's Big Adventure always gonna be fire, nigga. The shit I grew up on is classics, nigga.
Old head shit.
No, my
Nigga,
shit from the
Pee-wee's Big
90s,
Adventure was fire, nigga.
my favorite shit from the 90s was what's with the badass young boy? Not Dennis the
Problem
Menace, the other
Child.
shit.
Problem Child.
Yeah, that's my shit. Yeah.
1 and 2. Not 3 and 4, but 1 and 2.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know they came out with 3 and 4, but the first two.
Yeah,
was,
don't watch them. Don't watch
Media Man was trash.
them. It was.
I thought that shit
I
was
just about to
fire
say
when I
that.
was
That was my
younger.
movie when I was younger, but that shit
That,
trash.
yeah, that was my
Hey,
movie too, but that shit
hey,
trash
hey,
now though.
Hey, Blank Man was trash too.
Blake Man was trash too.
Honey,
not
I
doing that
Shrunk the
with Blank
Kids,
Man.
trash.
Honey,
Whoa,
I
what?
Shrunk the Kids was fire.
What to say? Get the fuck out of here.
Honey,
Now,
Honey, I
hold
Blew Up
on.
the Kid was trash.
I about to say that was whack. Honey, I Blew Up the Baby was whack, but Honey,
Yeah,
I
that
Shrunk the
shit was
Kids is
trash.
classic.
Not right now if you watch it.
Yes, it is, nigga. That shit fire. And so is Major League. That shit fire. 1 and 2.
Major Payne was trash.
No,
Yeah,
we ain't doing that.
No, that wasn't funny.
And you know what all females love, man? Like, every time you ask a bitch her favorite movie, what's the first thing out of her mouth? Love and Basketball? Oh, my God, man.
Or
I done heard
Love
that
Jones.
so
Yo,
many
when I
fucking...
watched that movie for the first time, I'm like, why do these bitches like this movie? The bitch was playing a simp the whole movie. Sanaa Lathan, she was a fucking lady simp the whole movie.
She was.
The
You know, that nigga dick. He was fucking everything moving.
Yo, that nigga was fucking everything moving, but she could not get over this nigga, like, for whatever reason.
Then he ain't fuck with her till he was broken out the league and all that shit.
Right. This nigga ain't fuck with her till her hair was done. Like that nut ass ponytail she had in, like when she was used to play ball, like nobody. But when she like did her hair and shit, that's when he like realized. But he was playing her through the whole movie, and then at the end of the movie, remember, like so his fiance. So what that bitch had to do? Like he was like, yeah, I'm marrying my childhood best friend, so and it's not gonna be you. Like I'm talking about Tyra Banks. Like
He
he
just got
just
rid
did
of her.
her dirty.
Just got rid of her. Just accept it. Fuck it. Get on.
But yeah, he was playing her through her the whole movie.
I don't know why females love that. They love Love Jones, the brothers, all that dumbass shit. The best man.
Yeah,
My shit is the
Think
like
like a
when you
man.
talk about
They like that shit
that's
too.
just like all right, even though we're not on the subject, like what do fucking females think when they say think like a man? Like that's you can't think like a man, like
It
that's
don't
when
matter.
you're
You gonna
gonna
get
have
played
daddy
anyway,
issues.
so it don't matter who you gonna
right.
get played anyway. So who man? You still gonna get
Like
played,
if you
cheated on, and beat the fuck up. So who cares, man?
like
Yo,
if you get
Females,
pregnant by a nigga, you should automatically get the abortion. But you supposed to think like a man, right? Get the abortion.
yo, y'all is
Look,
wild.
man, it don't matter if it stink like a man, if it's wet ass pussy, no matter what it is, we still gonna cheat, whoop y'all ass, and play y'all. It's just that's how it's going.
Three, yo.
That's just how it
Talking
is.
about, I mean, like they state the obvious, like men just want pussy. Okay,
Duh.
duh. That's like
No
that's
shit.
like if somebody say if I be like when I'm hungry I eat food, so I think like a chef. The fuck?
Right, like that's normal
Hey,
shit.
yo.
Whatever strategy they use, it don't work, man. The thing is, just stop fucking with nothing ass niggas, and you'll be all right.
What?